Okay, we are back. In the last one, we dealt with basically most of what happened at the school. Ryder died. Shinji ran away. We fought Castor. Castor, nothing really bad happened to her. So yeah. Anyways, let's get into it. And the chaotic day comes. Wait, I didn't do a click, huh? Did I do a click? End click. That's just so I can sync up the audio. You know how it is. It's becoming more like a habit now as I trained with Saber until 11 and spent an hour doing my routine in the shed. I get back to my room when the date changes. I hear Saber's breathing from the next room. My heart jumps at that, but I try to calm down as I get into my futon. I close my eyes, shake off any wicked thoughts, and tell myself to go to sleep as fast as I can. Man, I can't sleep that easily. I try to not be conscious of Saber and recall what happened today. The Red School. The boundary field of blood that would have created lots of victims if we hadn't stopped it. That causes my restless mind to stop. The students on the floor of the red classroom. She was desperately bearing all of it. Ryder on the floor and the students that looked like they were dead. Oh, I remember now. At that instant, I figured out the deep part of her. I'll kill you the next time we meet. Because we're enemies, right? She acted as a Magus, but she never crossed the final line. She's firm, strong-willed, and magnificent, but she's outrageously good-natured. That difference must be her burden. How clumsy of her. The more she tries to act as a Magus, the more she kills her true self as Tosaka Rin. Oh wait, I can't be talking about other people. I sigh and pull a blanket over my head. Well, I guess there's something wrong with me. For thinking that I want to be a support for such a perfect girl. 2-7. Interval level 1? What the freak does that mean? It's time for a deep, deep dream. Oh, I was right. I see a dream. I see a memory that I cannot reach through a small connected circuit. For what he did, and for what did he fight, and for what did he keep running? He never told anyone about his motives. Everyone around him saw him as either obstinate or a weird person. And on top of it all, he didn't talk much, so I bet he was thought to be ruthless. Ugh. His intentions were not known. At the very least, nobody knew about them. He never talked about his intentions, even after he became a hero and was burdened with many things. That's why he appeared suspicious to the people around him. It's because nobody knows his intention. He conveniently saves people in danger, but nobody knows why he is doing what he does. See, it's inevitable that people would be uneasy about him. He should have had a reason. Greed, pride, selfishness, lust, vengeance, or devotion. Simple reasons like those which are easy to understand. If he'd had any one of them, such an end should not have awaited him. His reward for success was always betrayal. The things he picked up sifted through his fingers like grains of sand. He got used to it. He got used to it like an idiot. From the very beginning, his reward was not what he received from the people he saved, but the pure action of saving someone. The repetition of it makes me so mad that I want to punch him, and it also makes me want to cry. The reason he was called a hero. His intentions was never revealed to anyone. Nobody around him knew, and he, the only one who had to know, eventually forgot about it himself. That is why I shed tears in spite of myself. The miracle that in the long, long path between the start and the goal, where what is right or wrong is not definite, he never strayed from his original goal. And the end comes. An excellent savior is only trouble for everyone except the ones he saves. He knew his limits and the vastness of the world. He accepts what can be saved and what cannot be saved. That is why he at least wanted people within his sight to be happy. Many scorned his hypocrisy and his blind idealism. There are more enemies than allies, and he died at their hands. He did at their hands. So this is not a place in this world. This place is the end of him. The illusion that he saw on the verge of his death. The only pride he had within himself. The hero that used this scenery as his weapon falls into his own darkness in the end. The hill of swords that he reached. His battle ends atop this hill, surrounded by rusted steel without a wielder. He is still alone, but he thinks there is nothing to regret if he was able to save everyone that appeared within his sight. And he smiles in satisfaction, lets go of the sword, and crumbles down. That's why he never had any regrets. His objective was already accomplished long ago. From the start, he ran with his utmost effort, not for himself, but for strangers who shouldn't have meant anything to him. I rub my drowsy eyes and get up. It's 5:30, the same time as always. I don't feel sleepy, so I guess I was able to sleep well last night in spite of everything. Man, I guess I'm pretty simple-minded. I grumble while getting out of the futon and change into my uniform. I can hear faint breathing if I strain my ears. I feel Saber's presence on the other side of the sliding door. The instant I wonder what she looks like when she's sleeping, my head blows up. Breakfast! I'll go make breakfast! That's good, that's good. I shake the indecent thought out of my head and go out of my room quietly. The breakfast table. My expectations that it would be a quiet breakfast concerning what happened yesterday. And what do you think the doctor said after that? He said you have an extraordinarily healthy body, so why don't you donate some blood while you're here? Man, I'm a patient too! I'm not going to such a place ever again. Is totally destroyed by Fujini, who is more energetic than usual. In terms of horse racing, this development is the dark horse, but something tells me this might have been the likely outcome. Oh, I want more miso soup. Can you leave the onions out? Alright, so what happened after that? I heard all the students were taken to the hospital. So did they all regain consciousness? Yeah, most people should have recovered yesterday. The ones on the 4th floor, the first years, seemed like they were just sleeping, and some second years lost their memory of the incident. The 3rd years, the ones on the 2nd floor weren't too bad, but the ones on the 1st floor... Fujini looks down as though it's difficult for her to talk about it. I feel bad. Fujini has gone to all the hospitals in this town. She has just seen what kind of condition the students on the 1st floor classrooms were in. I'm sorry, I'll stop talking about this. So the school is starting as usual? Yep, but since the 3rd years can start coming to school voluntarily soon, they said people who are not feeling too well don't need to come to school. I bet most of them won't come today. I see. You know, I just realized that my Fujini voice is basically just kind of like my Rin voice. Just slightly more energetic, and it's hard to put that energy into it when she's like, yeah, and like, you know, everyone in the incident died. And it's like, that just sounds like how I do Rin, you know? Anyways, I see. Then it'll mostly be 1st and 2nd years coming to school today. Isn't Shiro... Oh, is Shiro a 1st or... I mean, not a 1st. He's definitely not a 1st year. Is he a 2nd or a 3rd year? Hey, Fujini. Who in our school is connected with the Ryodo Temple? Wouldn't it be Issei? He's the successor of the temple, right? Yeah, no, forget about what I just asked. I put my bowl down while I look up at the ceiling. The only one connected to the Ryodo Temple at the school is Issei, but it's too soon to decide whether he's a master, and most of all, I don't think he is a master. Then I'm going now. Take care while I'm gone, Saber. You too, Shiro. Even though the boundary field is gone from the school now, you cannot let your guard down as long as Caster's master is there. You only have one more command spell, so please be very careful. Isn't this the time when you should just concede that Saber should go with you? Because if you need her to come to your rescue again, that's it. That's the end. I know. If I find Caster's master, I'll come back and report to you first. Yes, I shall stay here and replenish my magical energy. I guess she would probably need to since she did fight yesterday, I guess. But then maybe Shiro should be like, actually, I'm too sick to go to school. Granted, I don't think Shiro would ever do that. I shall stay here and replenish my magical energy to meet your expectations. Saber sees me off. It seems Fujini has more things to take care of regarding the incident yesterday, as she went on to the hospital right after breakfast. The school doesn't look any different, even after such an incident. It's 7:30 in the morning, and the school gate is filled with students. The students are talking about what happened yesterday, creating a rather noisy scene. So, in the middle of it all, in front of the school gate is... Oh, Tosaka standing there like an angry devil. I have a bad feeling about this. I have a bad feeling, but I can't sneak past her since she's in the middle of the road. Yo, good morning, Tosaka. You're early today. I stop and greet her. I think Issei's suspicious. Whoa. First thing she says is straight to the point. What do you mean by suspicious? Caster's master. Caster is at the Ryodo Temple, and Issei is coming here from the Ryodo Temple. There has to be a connection here. There's no connection. It might just be a coincidence. I try to defend Issei. That can't be true. Look at the mountain gate to the Ryodo Temple. Has been closed. Look, the mountain gate to the Ryodo Temple has been closed for the past few weeks. No outsider can come in, and Issei's like the only one who came out of there. If he's not suspicious, everyone would be a fair call. Hey now, you say nobody comes out, but don't monks usually stay at the temple? You idiot! How outdated is your knowledge? There's no way monks can live without going to beg nowadays. Wow, that's a big prejudice. If Issei was here, I'm sure the secret feud that lasted for 2 years between them would have been settled right here. But that's not the problem. It's important to protect Issei, but I should worry more about our surroundings. We're at the school gate. Students coming to school are all around us, and they are all paralyzed at the disgraceful behavior of the school idol, Tosaka Rin. What's with those eyes? What are you going to stand up for Issei? What, are you going to stand up for Issei? Fine, if you're going to ignore the obvious, I'll go and solve things myself. But our school idol is the only one who does not realize the situation. Tosaka, come over here. What are you going to run? What, are you going to run away? I won't run away, just come this way. I drag Tosaka by her hand. Hey, Emiya! She can complain later. Just let me get away from here as fast as I can. The morning practice must be cancelled because of yesterday's incident, as the archery range is quiet. Whew. Good. We won't attract attention here. So, the remaining problem is... Tosaka, who's glaring at me silently. I know, you want to say. I know, so don't make a face like that. I don't know what to do if you sulk. I'm not sulking! Ugh. My mind is stunned at the lightning comeback. But I have to deal with her calmly. Issei's life is on the line. Knowing Tosaka, I bet she would do something reckless to test Issei. Don't try to deceive me. Caster's base is at the Ryodo Temple, and Issei is coming to school from the Ryodo Temple. Why are you ignoring that fact? Tosaka yells at me. She's right, but I just don't think it's Issei. What? Do you have any objection? But I'll die before Issei if I give her such an ambiguous answer. But I can't leave Tosaka like this, so I'll have to try to convince her somehow. Alright, you're saying Issei is suspicious, no matter what, right? Right. You might not be able to tell, but the Ryodo Temple is really strange right now. It's true that Caster's base is there, but the distortion is too big, and there's too much being collected. Collected? You mean the magical energy sucked up from the town? No. It's nothing, so don't worry about it. Isn't she, like, absorbing... I don't remember specifically what it is, but she's absorbing something from the men in the town. I think? I don't remember what it was. Oh, that's gonna really bug me if I don't know. Anyways, let's just keep going. No, it's nothing, so don't worry about it. You're more suspicious than Issei right now, Tosaka, he says in his head. Anyway, he's suspicious because he's coming here every day with a cool face from such a place. Yes, I always thought I needed to give him a kick, so this would be a perfect opportunity. There was definitely a moment there where I thought I was just going to keep going without me clicking the button, and I don't know. My brain's just weird right now. That'd actually be nice. Like, I kind of want to, like, get, like, something so I can just kind of, like, lean back and, like, have it... Well, I guess I could just have it, like... Ah! Yeah, there we go. I literally just... Listen, my mouse is wireless, but I'm used to having a wired mouse my whole life, so I literally just picked up my mouse, and now I'm just kind of, like, vibing with it. I heard that they weren't on friendly terms, but I didn't know it was this bad. Actually, what the hell did Issei do to Tosaka? I'm a bit curious as to what could... Well, considering the way he talks about women... Like, you know, I'm not the first person to point and call incel for any remarks, you know? But he specifically the way he talks about Tosaka and the generalizing terms he makes. doesn't paint him in a pretty light. What the hell did Issei do to Tosaka? I'm a bit curious as to what could cause Tosaka to be so drastic. No, now's not the time for that. Yeah, I agree that Issei's position is a suspicious one. Of course you would be guilty too if you keep on defending him. I'm so bad at reading today. Yeah, so leave Issei's case to me. I'll find out if he's a master or not. Whoa. It looks like she doesn't believe me at all. Trust me, I won't hold back on Issei just because he's my friend. Nor will I lie to you. First of all, this is all needless worry. There's no way Issei would do something so evil. Well, that's the thing. Doesn't matter if you would do something so evil considering you just talked about yesterday how he could be being controlled. I don't think that's a good point to make, Shiro. The silent pressure continues. I bet Tosaka's worried that I might go easy because he's my friend. Her doubt is only natural, so I just have to endure it. I have to get her to believe in me. Gosh, my voice cannot handle recording Fate anymore. I took way too long of a break. Like, normally, before, I could usually, like, record, like, 6 to 12 episodes in a weekend, and my voice would be pretty okay. We're not even through, like, episode, like, what is this? Is this 10? And my voice is already like, please, kill me. Kill me. Alright, I'll leave Issei's case to you. Tosaka. I sigh with relief. Also, that's not the 10th episode I've recorded today. I recorded 6 yesterday, and this is the 10th, then this is the 4th I recorded today. But how will you figure it out? Do you know how to identify a master? Huh? Tosaka asks about the fundamental deficiency in this proposal. Well... Oh, don't tell me you're going to go up to him and ask, hey, Issei, are you a master? Even though we're cooperating, I will settle my case with you right here, if you're going to do such a stupid thing. She's mad. She's really mad. Hold on, it's alright. I have a way to figure out if he's a master or not without asking him. I'll settle this case today, so please don't do anything. I'll contact you once I figure it out. You're right. Cooperating is like this after all. She starts walking away with a gesture that obviously tells me she's not content. I'll trust you, but don't do anything too stupid. If Issei is a master, doing anything stupid would only result in death. Saying so, Tosaka goes back to the school building. I see her off. Huh. Could that be... I realize that she might have been worried about me. Okay, and with that being said, I guess we'll interrogate Wink Wink Issei in the next one. So with that being said, I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye!